I just got done watching the DC Legends of Tomorrow Season 5 season finale, so let's talk about it. Hey everyone, SW Nation here, and welcome back to a brand new Arrowverse video here on the channel. I like to stop and review DC Legends Season 5 finale and Season 5 as a whole. Please keep in mind that there will be spoilers and this is just my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe. Now without further ado, let's get into the review.
Welcome to my cul-de-sac friend. That's a street that ends in a circle.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hi, Mr. Parker.
Come meet my friends.
And I love this season. Let's move on to the good. And the good thing that comes to mind here is that it's funny, it's satire, it's not meant to be taken seriously, and I love that. The story is also amazing. I love the fact that they're just traveling to new realities, doing new timeline missions and stuff like that. I love that stuff coming out of DC Legends, and it's one of my most all-time favorite shows of the Arrowverse. Constantine has a new arc here, and I gotta say, he has some new powers. In the season finale, he just straight up had a new power where he just spoke Egyptian and then phased through the floor and then appeared on the other side of the floor. I'm like, how is he able to do that? I don't even know how he was able to do that. But this new character art that he has is just amazing. I love it. It brings Constantine out in a new light, which is something that we've never seen before. And it's just one of those things that you never see out of his show or any other seasons of DC Legends. Astra adds some new tension into the mix as her kind of beginning her journey of redemption throughout the entire season, and which I love. They actually redeem her character at the end of the season, and that is powerful to me. The cliffhanger was very nice too. It was very well handled. They did film all of their episodes this season, so the cliffhanger did not feel forced, but it did feel well earned. The episodes are also easy to follow. I mean, it's just a simple story. They're trying to get the Luma Fates. That's it. It's also very lighthearted. There are some innuendos here, but hey, it's nothing that it flies over kids' heads, unless you count the kissing scenes, which are very emotional. And speaking of emotional, the emotional beats hit when Zari, the past Zari, had to go back inside of the totem. I felt that. I almost cried, but I didn't. And you get attached to the new characters. Bayrod at the end of season 4, I was like, I might not get too attached to this character. No, you get attached to this character because he is actually one of the best characters inside of this season and one of the best characters of the show. I mean, he has so much personality in him that you got to love him. And Mick actually has something to do. He's not just drinking or eating all the time. He actually has something to do. He's trying to be there for his daughter. He actually has a responsibility now, and that's something that I really like about his character, because he used to be a thief. He used to be this villain, and now he's somewhat of a hero, somewhat of a legend, trying to take responsibility, and I love that. And the team also have great dynamics, and the team itself is just amazing. But no season is without its problems, and let's move on to the mixed. And the mixed thing that comes to mind here is that Sarah Lance has powers, and then don't all of a sudden. When the person that gave her powers inside of the season died, she didn't have her powers anymore. And really, that arc would have been better to me, and it would have sat right with me if they didn't take her powers away this season. And I like seeing the vulnerability of Sarah Lance. I like seeing that she's just a human with these assassin-like abilities. She doesn't need to have powers. And that's what being a legend is all about. It's this diverse cast of people that has powers, and some of them don't. They're just people. Like Brandon Routh's character, the Atom. He's just a man in a can. And that's what I really love. So I would have loved this arc even more if the next season showed that her abduction has something to do with her powers. If her powers have something to do with her abduction for season 6, I would enjoy this arc a little bit more. Oh yeah, one more thing. How come her team didn't look back when she got probed? I mean, it could be argued that Sarah should have yelled, but maybe it wouldn't have worked inside of the probe. So honestly, I think her team should have looked back to see if her captain was okay. The person that mans the ship, actually the woman that womans the ship, is okay. I don't get that. They were too busy celebrating the fact that one of the hottest characters inside of the show, I think we all know who we're talking about. One of the hottest characters inside of the show got back inside of her totem. I guess that's what they were doing. I guess that's what they were celebrating. But come on, man. It just makes me mad why didn't you guys look back? And also, Brandon Routh's exit was not well handled. I mean, granted, I love his character. I love the fact that he's actually moving on. I mean, him and his wife had left the show. And as he said on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, his exit was not well handled, and you can actually see that it was rushed. I think his character worked better in Arrow than he did in DC Legends. Doesn't mean that I don't like his character in DC Legends. It just means that Arrow did his character better. He was this billionaire, Tony Stark type of quirky guy, and he had the brains and everything, and it just made for a great dynamic between him and Oliver and him and Felicity. And that's one of the things that I really like about Arrow Season 2/3. So when he died in Season 3, they named the city after him, Star City. When he left, there's really nothing significant here. I mean, they cried. It was okay. It was emotional. But, I mean, come on. Brandon Routh's exit was not at all well handled. And it's just not a lot of bad things to say about this season. But those things were definitely top mixed for me and just did not sit well. In conclusion, DC Legends Season 5 has one of the best season finales. Though it is not the best, and I do not think it is the best, I did enjoy the season. There was not a time where I wasn't bored or I didn't want to watch DC Legends. DC Legends knows what it is, and I love that. This season was great, emotional, and consistent throughout. I'm giving this season a 9 out of 10 and an A+ on the entertainment scale. And watch it if you really love comedy and satire and this different type of comedy, superhero drama type show, because it is worth it. I mean, they break the fourth wall a couple times, but hey, I'm okay with that. But if you do not like this show and you lost all interest in the Arrowverse and you don't want to see this show because it changed so much of what it was, then it is not for you. This season is definitely not for you. But this season worked for me. I loved it, and that's that. Alright guys, that is it for the review. Please know that everything that's said in this video is just my very own opinion. You can feel free to comment down below your opinion on DC Legends Season 5 as a whole. There were minor spoilers in this, so you can put minor spoilers in the comment section. If you are a fan of the Arrowverse, check that description for all my Arrowverse videos that I have on the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.